I was so looking forward to having the time to myself. And last night at 7, I was like, what do I do? I literally
I'm sorry,
just,
but
I was
that,
like, I
it's
guess I
very
get
real.
dinner now.
It's very real.
It's so weird.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how you do it. Like even getting out of a relationship, then get back in, then getting out, and it's like, what do you do?
I have no idea. It's just me and the cat. We're just looking at each other. Last night at 8:30, I was like, I guess I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah. At what point it's like, what do you do?
It's so weird.
That's how I feel. I'm dog sitting right now. So once I'm in for the night, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go anywhere.
And my fucking internet's out.
Oh shit!
Verizon Spectrum has to come tomorrow.
Oh.
So I have no TV.
You're like, I guess I'll read the labels.
Wow, you really
on...
can't do anything.
Yeah, my Xbox is dead, so I can't watch DVDs.
Whoa.
So I
What
literally,
are you doing?
I've been
this
listening
seems
to like
someone sabotaged you and locked
I
you
have
in
my
a house.
phone.
Yes. Okay.
But no, I have a record player.
Oh, okay.
So I
That's
listen
cool.
to records.
That's good. Should we? Yeah.
Yeah, cool. We can just flow.
Are we
If
doing
you
it?
want.
Oh yeah.
I look pale as fuck.
That's
It's
good. Me
fine.
too. On my dark circles, I know they upgraded these.
In a bad way. No one likes how high def the cameras are in here now because you can see I feel like I look better in the low def ones.
You can see every hot spot
Yeah.
because that's hot with Sabrina Piper and Natalie DECICCO. Welcome to the show. And we
dear
have a very
friend, Zac
special
Amico.
guest. Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Thank you for having me, ladies.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. You didn't hear me say that.
My pleasure.
You're getting over a cold.
Yes,
It's
I am.
the very end of it. Thanks a lot, Winter.
True.
Winter's
I
ruining
feel like
everything.
we're all getting it. I've
Well, it's
somehow-
winter, and I live with a person
preschool
in
teacher.
the childcare industry.
As do I.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's bad.
every disease that comes through,
Ew, gross.
I get to sample.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much. I have been, although I don't sleep in the same bed as the person that is in childcare in my house, so I manage to avoid it most of the time.
Yeah.
But it's gnarly out there.
Yeah. It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Well, ever since COVID, parents stopped keeping their kids home.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they test them for COVID, and if they don't pop for COVID, they send them in.
Yeah.
They were doing that. I'm sorry. When we were all in school. Like,
Right.
I was treated like staying home sick was a punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, not being able to, like, I remember, like, if you're too sick to go to school, you're too sick to watch TV.
Do anything. Yeah.
Oh.
Like, you have to stay in bed.
Yeah.
I'd push over parents. But
gotcha.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Are you
still
old
went.
cum?
What do you
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
What is that? It's like when your dad's old?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you know that?
No, but I could tell.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, you're old cum.
my dad is
In a
20
good,
years
like,
older
I
than
don't
my
mean
mom.
it in a bad
No,
way. You
literally.
just tell when people, like, Alex, here at Gas.
Oh, yeah.
Alex's parents are
Oh.
old.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, with guys, it's usually because they're old men when they're 18. Like, if you ever meet an
Yes.
18-year-old kid that's like, I got sciatica.
Yes, I have many Jewish friends.
It's
yeah,
the
those
same
are old.
as-
Those are old cum.
It's almost like
Is that why people call me old soul?
Yeah.
Are they just trying to be nice?
Yeah, because you were probably 30 when you were born.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
that's gonna be my dad and my stepmom just had a baby, and I was like, this is unprecedented, and she was like, no, that's the age my parents were when I was born, and I was like, oh, thank God, it does work
turns out
sometimes.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes their feet point in the same direction.
right. Although she was a test tube baby. There was a lot of money and effort that went into making
Okay.
her. So
So she was a big investment.
yes,
Nah,
Yeah.
different. Mine, they got me tested to see if I was retarded.
Were you? I'm kidding.
Results are still waiting.
Yeah. It's more about the owner than the breed with
True.
those.
Nurture versus nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, how old were your parents? Were they young, old?
They're in
when
their
they had you?
20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were young. They were young. I don't know.
I mean, I would have
Mine were like mid. My parents were 33 when I was born.
I think my mom was like 28. My dad was a little younger.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would have, if not for the the marvels of medical science, I think I would have like a 15 or 16-year-old by now. So
Really?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
about that a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd be almost on the other side of it.
Yeah, literally. It'd
That's
be like,
freaky.
a couple years left. My favorite English teacher in high school had kids when she was like 21 and she was cool as fuck. And she's like, you got to do what I do, which is get them over with. And she's like, now I'm out of it. All my kids. And she was like 48 or something like
Messy
that.
pussy.
Yeah. No, she was
Messy.
killer as a teacher. I don't know how her pussy was. Not familiar.
Messy.
Probably.
Also killer.
Nah, mom pussy ain't bad.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it like
Snaps.
busts.
I mean, They don't snap back the way the doctor says. But...
You know, people can rip their clits. Just found that out.
Where'd you find that out? I'm scared.
I've only known about the vagina into asshole thing. I've not heard of the clit thing.
Yes, the clit can tear.
In
Yes, it
half
can-
or like a wishbone in Thanksgiving, like it's on one side.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's a
oh
good
my god, oh my
question. That's a
god.
significant question,
That's
though.
a great question that I can't think.
Yeah, I don't
about.
think it would tear down the middle. I think it would be like,
What?
yeah,
What?
you.
You're right.
Oh, I
one
thought it went
side.
down the middle.
Yeah. Then you hang to the left.
Yeah, like dudes hang to the left.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
See, I'm not good with the body stuff, so I just hear stuff and I go, "Oh, I don't know what that is."
You're like, I don't
but
wanna look
wanna do
into
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question.
Yeah.
Answer.
Please.
I had a girl that I used to hook up with that had a sizable clit, and I'm not complaining. It was really hot,
Sure.
but it would get like hard,
What
like
is
Yeah.
noticeably hard.
What is
Yeah.
sizable though?
A little fucking little.
Like-
I would even go maybe 2/3 of the end of her pinky,
Okay.
That's not that's big, but that's not crazy.
but it would get like hard,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like noticeable, and then whenever, because we had a lot of phone sex at the time, or FaceTime sex, and she would always say, "My clit is so swollen," and I could never get over that.
I mean, she's right.
She's correct,
She's correct.
Anatomically correct.
but
Yeah.
it is an
But
odd
she's a gross ass bitch.
Choice.
It would be like saying I'm rubbing my vulva.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit too
Yeah.
medical.
It's too
Disgusting.
medical for
yeah,
me.
Way too
I
medical.
agree. I agree.
I'm sorry. That's
It does.
disgusting.
It is. It was a tiny dick in the womb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it makes sense that it would be hard.
it does. It's just a little strange. Maybe a little different language.
Yeah. So it was still.
Well, you said you had a question. Was the question
Is that weird?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
It is
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
But also, like when you're in it, like you say some weird shit,
Yeah.
and you're into it.
Maybe, but maybe you accidentally slip in like daddy or something.
Mm-hmm.
You reach for a toe. I don't know. You
Sure.
don't really go for the clit.
But it's
The
like all the
swollen-
same thing, meaning like sometimes you just dig deep and you say something and you go, not my best work, but it seemed
Yeah.
like a good idea at the time.
I had a guy eat me out, and he was between my legs, and he was like, "I could die right now and be happy." I told you.
Yeah,
About
I know
that.
this story.
Yeah,
I mean,
you never know.
I don't hate that.
it's a good
Not
compliment.
the worst.
No, it's a good compliment. Especially eating it, not even fucking. He was not getting any. Like,
No, that's a good. I think
Yeah.
that's a good man.
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot to get to.
Unless he
today.
was very Jewish about it. He's like, ugh, I could die down here.
no.
It's like Boca Raton in your underpants.
No, unfortunately not the case.
Unfortunately, not the case. No.
Where do you want to start?
Well, I want to go into something. So we're talking about sex, which is perfect because it leads me to vulva cupcakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have had a very interesting week. Natalie and I
We
went
have.
to a sex bar, dessert bar.
Called Kinky's. Are you
called
familiar?
Kinky's.
I'm not, but go ahead.
So we went to dinner. We were going to a party in the neighborhood last Saturday, and we were in the neighborhood. Oh, the week before. No.
You want to tennis this to me? You want to challenge this to me?
Let me try one more time.
Okay,
and then
okay.
we go. We were going for dinner in the neighborhood. We had some time to kill. We said, let's get dessert. We were looking up dessert restaurants in the neighborhood, and this place called Kinky's comes up. And I go, this is incredible. We have to go. And
Yes.
she's looking through the menu, and she goes, oh, my God, this is incredible. We have to go. It's like dick lollipops and cupcakes with vulvas on
dick
them.
waffles.
Dick waffles,
With the
cookies
cum
with
dripping
pictures
out.
of stuff
Yeah,
on them.
like a girl squirting on the cookie.
Right. We go, this is really fun. We have to go.
This is hot. We're like, that's hot. We gotta
That's
go.
hot. We got to go. Yeah, exactly. So we make our way over there. It's like incredible snow. So it takes us like 20 minutes to go like a mile and a half. And we get in there and it's, you said it afterward. You're like, the lighting is weird. The door is very heavy and frosted. We're like, oh, that's weird. I thought it was more like a bar. I'm like, oh, it's Kinky's dessert bar. Maybe it's more like a bar in there. We go in and it's empty.
Nah.
Except for 3 dudes sitting at the front, a DJ, the guy running the tunes, and the lady working behind the bar. This is my lob to you.
Okay, great. So we almost got pimped out last Saturday night. It was really crazy. As we walk into this place that was definitely a secret dungeon lab that they're doing like some sex
Oh, not
shit to.
secret. They're very open
Okay,
about
whatever.
what they're doing in
Didn't you challenge this to me? Oh, you're our third, by the way.
Okay.
Challengers.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie?
It's a reverse Challengers.
It's a
No,
reverse
but-
challenge. Okay, we'll get to it.
Okay.
So as we walk up to the lady, she immediately was like, "Oh, I told you, girls will be here. Look, you can buy drinks for these ladies." And I was like, "Oh no." So here I am as we walk into the cum-covered blankets on the couches and everything. You could see there's only 3 dudes there. They're underage.
Right.
It's bad. I look at Natalie. There's pictures on the wall of people just doing shit. There's how to give blowjob instructions on the table.
Yes.
And I was thinking, we're leaving, right? Like, we're not actually, there's no dessert, by the way. There's no bakery here. So I was thinking, we're leaving. You could see the dirty ice. We've definitely performed in, like, hood rooms in Harlem and the Bronx that look just like this. They're like, okay, we're doing a comedy night. We just made this bar. This was Kinky's.
Yeah.
And Natalie was like, this looks great, and orders.
Yeah, we talked to this lady. We're looking at the menu, and the DJ points to us and goes, "That lady can tell you everything you want, and you want to know." Holds this lady, 50.
Her son owned the business. It was a mother-son business.
Okay.
So the son owns the building, and this is her bar. She said her son was in his 30s, so we're thinking 50s.
Okay.
Spends probably 10 minutes describing every single item on the menu and stuff that you can order, and goes, also, thank God there's some women here. Those guys over there have been looking for some women to buy some drinks for a while. And I go, oh, we're just here for dessert. She goes, that works too. And I will say the desserts were very good. That's one thing that I can say is going for this restaurant is that the desserts were good.
Sure.
And then she goes, it's going to take 15 minutes because I got a dick waffle that needs to like cook, you know?
Uh-huh.
Because nobody's ever ordered desserts at these places. It took 15 minutes because they were shocked that somebody ordered desserts.
I don't think that's
They had
true.
to run out to
I don't think that's true
Kroger,
at all.
and they had to buy it.
I don't believe
It was
that.
ridiculous.
We're waiting for our food. She then comes around, steps out from behind the bar.
Because Natalie sits down at one of the cum-covered couches. I say, Natalie, get up and look down. And then she
we
comes
sit
over the
somewhere
bar.
else. We sit at the bar with a box of questions, like sexual party questions, and goes, come on, guys, get over here. And these 3 virginal 24-year-olds that come over, and she then proceeds to stand there with us for the entire 20 minutes asking us all sorts of sexual questions.
A lot.
And does not give us a single moment alone the entire time that we're there. And I don't know, the dick cake was good. Yours was probably great too. You ate the whole thing.
I ate it. I took the fondant off of it.
Well, you gotta. So I just want to know kind of what vibe she's running here. Like, I don't know what.
What was the seating arrangement?
See, this is what I want to explain. So you walk in,
couches on the one side, bar on the other.
Okay.
but it's not an actual bar. It's just a long table like this with a few bar stools across
The way
it,
that a
right?
cafe would have a bar,
Okay.
you know, with stools at it facing the wall. And then every surface of the table was cut. Here, you want to see the
100%.
And they go, that's the dick seat. And it's detailed like paper mache project of like blowjob instruction. Oh, we got to read it, by the way, because she wrote all this.
Yes.
Okay.
So she made
She
all
wrote
of
it.
these.
She was asking us very intense questions.
She was asking us very
like,
intense
here, I'll
questions.
ask you one of them. You ready, Zach?
Oh, I always.
Okay. Have you ever used a vegetable or a fruit to masturbate with?
No.
She
Okay.
then
Well, then, if you want to, here's 2 of my recs. I like a nice cucumber, and
A
I
carrot.
like a carrot.
those are. I also remembered the exact
And,
2 ones she
and
used.
the best is that she wouldn't put condoms on until after it was brought up.
I said, I guess if you cover it with something, and she's like, oh well, yeah, you gotta do that.
Yeah.
She also said that there was once that she set her son up with a woman to fuck to lose his virginity to, and then the lady came back to her afterward and said that man was not a virgin.
So sad.
Um,
So what vegetable or fruit would you masturbate to?
with
With. Thank you. Not 2. I like a nice orange.
I mean, I guess I'm trying to figure out what would be a good texture.
yeah,
Maybe a grapefruit?
No.
Why does that sting?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems like a lot of citrus.
that is the famous one though.
Okay.
These were also the items that we bought.
Okay.
Like this was like a waffle, the one that I got, It was really good.
Okay.
Okay, that's my cupcake.
And then that's the
with the
cupcake.
vulva on it. You know, the closest I've come to eating pussy. And I'm gonna be real.
I would go banana
She ate around
peel
it.
in the microwave 4 seconds.
Oh,
Smart.
That's good.
That's smart. I agree with that.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
and then it's like a little pocket, like a little fruity pocket pussy.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
that's smart. Would you condiment still?
No, how are you doing that?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna. I don't wear a
He doesn't
condom when I
have to.
have to.
He doesn't have to. It's like putting things in you is
Yeah,
when you
it's not
gotta
gonna fuck up my
protect.
pH.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. I mean, we've all seen American Pie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um.
Wow, it's been a minute.
So, question:
Yeah.
what do you think the intention of Kinky is? Do you think it is supposed to be like a bachelorette party spot, a hookup spot?
They also have sex parties there. They like
Okay.
not full blown sex parties, but she was like, one of the questions is like, do you like dirty talk or something? And I'm like, oh, you know, my ex was super into it, but I'm bad at it. And she was like, well, we're having a class with a dominatrix that will come in and you stand in the bathroom and she stands on the other side of the wall and teaches you how to like do phone sex to like simulate that you guys are on the phone with each other. And then the DJ guy, who we thought was like severely autistic at first, we were like, this guy's being held hostage.
He is severely autistic. I'm sorry.
He is.
Mentally, he was off. Okay.
He was off, but he was not being held there against his. He was not being taken advantage
It's not
of.
fair. He's retarded. He doesn't know that he's at a sex club.
Yeah, sure he does.
Yes, he
yeah, that
does.
guy
You
does.
think so?
Yeah.
He probably works for cheaper
Yeah.
or for
Okay.
free in exchange to try and meet pussy.
So crazy story. I know someone who knows him.
No shit.
Yes, because it popped up when I posted about kinkies, and they were like, "Oh, my friend DJ's there, who was DJing at whatever," and it was just
and you
another.
went, is he
and it's
on
him.
the spectrum?
He is retarded. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool.
You don't think it's a little like rude?
So
like it's a little like taken advantage of?
No, I know people that are severely autistic where it would be taken advantage of. That guy was very aware of. He had his faculties, you know? Like this.
While I try not to use the R word for I save it for retards. For spectrum people, I will say whether it is spectrum or other mental diversions,
Sure.
there is no keeping those boys away from pussy.
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
I agree.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, that's listen. God gave us many brains, but the sillier the boy, the more they love the puss.
Yeah,
Oh,
I agree with
I guess
that.
that makes sense.
He also, as soon as we came in, he was showing us all the art on the wall, and he's like, and there was a poster that was like, I guess 12 sex positions with like the zodiac signs, and he was like, girls like to come in and find which one is their zodiac sign, and so he just said that to us unprompted. I'm like,
He also listed
he knows
them
what's
off.
going
Yeah.
on. He knows what's going on. So I don't know, but
Fine, make me the villain here, you two. I don't really care.
No, I'm trying to figure out.
you're actually like
You're
being
the realist
considerate.
here.
Yeah.
Now, do you think there were other rooms you were not privy to where there was more nefarious things happening?
No,
I don't
not
believe
the
that
moment.
there were other rooms
Yeah.
that where they have parties, and the DJ also showed us videos from the parties that are on their social media of like thick black ladies shaking ass and
It's
whipping
hood
people
dance
and stuff.
parties, dude. It's hood dance parties, and then she
Doing
of
like
course, don't worry,
electricity play and shit.
They do comedy shows too. Where,
yeah, I forgot about that.
And he does comedy, and then he strips for everyone.
Great.
It's great.
Love it.
It's awesome. And then of course, we mentioned the pod,
Right.
and because
She
when
said
we were
we
on the
should
way there,
record here.
yeah, she said we can use the whole day, and I genuinely don't think she knows what a podcast is. I think
Yeah.
she just.
She's like, is it a movie?
So I think the end goal for them is to make as much money from this scam building that they can. That however much they got it during COVID for the rent.
I'll play
for them.
I'll play devil's advocate. I'm sure it's real fun on like a warm Saturday night in May and not a snowy night in February.
Yeah, I think before you completely judge, you would need to see it at full operating
At full capacity.
Okay, fine. What are you doing next Saturday?
It's
I'll
still
go.
fucking
Okay,
freezing
we're
out.
going.
I'm waiting until it thaws a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I
when the
think so,
girls,
too.
When the titties come out
Thaws for
during the
thoughts?
day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
When the New York thaw happens.
Yeah.
Then I'm going again.
Thoughts for thoughts.
Yeah, nobody's putting in a butt plug and walk into Kinky's
In February?
in February.
When it's 18 degrees out. Yeah, not happening.
Damn it. I thought so.
I bet that I would try a drink. I just had to drive. Otherwise, also they were like $18, and I was like, I'm not doing that right now. They all had like slutty names too. Of course they did.
Of course, yeah.
The Karen.
I will read you the instructions, and you can tell me if this is sounds like it came from Cosmo or it sounds like it came from this lady. Because I started to read it, and I went, because if you look at that, you go, that's probably a cutout from like a Cosmo or something, right? Mm-hmm. And then I read it, and I went, no, this lady feels like she wrote. This feels not professional enough to have been in a magazine.
It's personal.
Number one, and it says Moody's. Oh no, maybe this is from like a magazine. We'll figure it out. Moody's Guide to the Jawbreaker. Don't just start sucking. Tap their dick against your tongue. Lick it. Stare at it. Visualize. Visuals are everything. Be hot.
I mean, yeah.
I'm with everything, but stare at it.
And it is stare at it, not stare at him.
Yeah.
It says stare at it.
Interesting.
I agree.
I like that.
Spit on it. If you can't or don't want to, gag yourself on it to generate saliva. I don't like that last part.
No, unnecessary.
Not
Gotta
into
do
that.
what you gotta do.
The wetter, the better. Spit is your best friend. No one likes a dry cock. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I agree with that. Don't ignore the balls. Lick them, suck on them, hold them. The same goes for the taint.
Fine with that.
Fine with that, too.
Lost me a taint.
Really?
What? That's like the butthole, isn't it?
I'm not.
No, it taint the butthole and it taint the
between?
balls.
That's why it's called that.
Yeah. So so
Okay, explain.
let's say
right.
let's say balls.
Okay.
Sorry, I would be professional. Balls.
I wish I had the straws I just got from the bachelorette party I
Buttholes
went
here.
Okay.
This is the taint. What you want to do is while you're playing with the balls, take these two and press up on the area ahead of the asshole.
Oh.
Press up and yeah, that's a surefire. If I can't come, that's a surefire.
That's like a what's it called? A cheat code?
yeah, that's
Wow,
that's an Easter
that's
egg.
wild. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
I agree with that.
So there's no hole.
No, not. It's before the hole.
Yeah, before the hole.
Okay.
There is a hole. Shit comes out somewhere.
Is that why they call it the runway or whatever?
The grundle.
You can call it, you
grundle,
can
the
call it the
taint.
runway.
I like the runway.
No, a runway is above your pussy.
Oh, like
that's
a
a
landing
landing
strip.
Like a
strip.
landing strip?
Yeah, I
Oh.
feel like that's closer to a runway.
Yeah.
Where did I get this term then?
Maybe it's something.
Maybe it's something. I mean, it makes sense. Almost.
How do you know them more than me?
I don't know. I work here.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Find a rhythm. That one makes sense. Slow down and focus on I'm so sorry, it's so blurry. Aligning your hands with your mouth. That makes sense.
Sure.
Deep throat. If you can't direct it towards the roof of your mouth. Fair enough. Actually suck. Don't just put it in and move it around. Add some suction.
Yes.
I like that. I agree with that.
Yes, that's a blowjob.
Use your tongue. Swirl your tongue around. Apply pressure at the base, and then the rest is all really blurry.
My
Their
addendum
dick
to
is
that
a
would be,
lollipop, is how it
and
is.
as per the best speeches I've gotten, when girls hear use the tongue, I think they think of it as a like take it out of your mouth and lick it, which is
Yeah.
also nice.
Use
When
the
a
tongue while
girl
it's
can
in there.
have your dick in their mouth and on the down they're still working the tongue up and
Yeah.
down, that is premier.
Yep,
Yeah,
I agree.
agreed. You
Wish
gotta
I
do
could be on the other end of that. Sounds great.
True, right?
It's pretty sweet.
I bet it is.
There's never anything with girls, I think, where it's like, I don't know. Like, the best head is probably like the best head for dudes, but with girls, it's like, it's kind of forgettable.
I disagree. I've had some that's pretty unforgettable. And I feel like you've mentioned somewhere you're like, this guy has
Okay.
his flaws, but he was pretty great.
Okay, all right. Same guy who almost died between my legs.
Yeah. Shout out that guy. He knows who he is. Are we coming back into Maine or are we coming back into
Maine.
Patreon? Yeah. We can say Patreon for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Patreon.
Anything else from Kinkies that I forgot?
Not that, besides we were almost trafficked.
What were the bathrooms like?
We didn't go.
We didn't use one.
We didn't use them.
She called them the dungeons, and then she went the bathrooms. Which is kind of funny when you have an actual dungeon.
She didn't give us a break. I'm going to be real. She stood there for 20 minutes reading these questions. And when she did, I actually like laughed out loud and I like went to take a video, but I was like, this is just so unbelievable. Like, I'm just going to ignore this. And I thought she would go away and she didn't.
She truly held us hostage for 20 minutes.
What are the reviews like online?
It's a good question.
They're good.
They're good.
That's why we went there because it's like 4.4 on Google or 4.6 or something.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know.
I think, and I'm truly playing devil's advocate, trying to see this from, be favorable to them. I think she was just so fucking bored, and it's usually busy on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And it was fucking empty, and she was trying
She might have been
go.
excited to see chicks, too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It did really feel like she was trying to set us up with these men.
Yes.
And I was trying to lay it on, anytime she asked me a sexual question, I was trying to lay it on thick that my ex is a woman. And she picked up on it. And
She
was
only
like,
picked up on it like 10 minutes in.
Now, question: ethnicity of men.
black and one Hispanic guy.
Oh, one of them wound up.
They seemed, like I said, virginal 25-year-olds. Like
They weren't
they seem
even-
like the guys that I hang out with who I met in high school. Like they,
Okay.
they're very, very.
Because I could see
innocent.
that place also having like Indian or Arab dudes, and being like, "Yo, I heard this is the place to get pussy, bro.
Yeah.
Kinkies.
You
I
go, the
believe it.
women get so wet, bro."
I believe it.
I mean, I'm sorry. That was the vibe.
These were like skinny black dudes who watch anime. Like that's
anime
the vibe.
blacks.
Yes. And
Yeah.
one of them wanted to, lose his virginity. The other wanted to have a threesome with a dude. Want
Right.
to check that out?
One guy said that a couple invited him to a threesome because they had never fucked a black guy before.
Yes.
I'm like, good for you, man.
Yeah.
And then the lady was given an input, and she was like, that's like a cuck situation. And I'm like, no, I think he
No.
fooled around with both of them. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
that's different.
She schooled the scholar. When you asked, you were like, what's the goal of this place? I have been thinking about it, and it's like, what if it's just a beautiful story of a son getting something for his mom, making her dreams come true? What if she's just like a sex savant?
I think she was
Well,
the
she
way
didn't
she
know.
behaved to us was crazy, but it does seem that way
Yeah,
otherwise. And she says it's the world's first sex-themed bakery or whatever. New York's first sex-themed bakery,
Which
something
I think
like
is
that.
wrong. I think she's wrong about that, by the way.
Shouldn't the bakery have the stuff out?
That's what I said. I said, why isn't there any baking stuff?
Shouldn't
And
there be a
everything-
glass case?
Like, I touched the stuff, and she was like, well, those aren't.
She said that, okay,
Well, she
You're
said,
right,
She
for the
said, those are for
cupcakes,
display.
yes.
Those are for display, blah, blah, blah. And that's why I think they don't actually make any of this stuff. And they probably, I was like, this tastes like Pillsbury, like a box or whatever.
mine was a waffle, so they have a dick-shaped waffle iron in the back that they press it in. It was hot. Like, I needed a minute.
Yes.
So they are making those.
Yeah, but I feel like a bakery implies a selection that you choose from.
Yes.
That's why I think that
And
it's
you s-
more of a bar.
Okay.
But
don't
it
know what
does
they are.
seem like you said, bachelorette parties. Like they have cakes that are like $80 that have a bunch of dicks all over them, stuff like that.
Which I looked up those reviews. I looked up a couple of them, and people are very upset with their sliding titty cakes and everything showing up.
Why
all
they
fucked up.
fall off?
Yeah, the nipples fall off the cakes. Can you
She
imagine
also
that?
said you can get cookies delivered to anybody with anything printed on the top. She said if it's nudity, you have to pick them up.
Yeah.
She
She
goes
told us a bunch of times.
She goes, you can't send dick pics to your ex from us. I go, all right. Clearly this has been an issue in the past.
And guess what she called me?
What? I don't remember.
Guess what she called me?
It's all anti-Semitic slurs. Go ahead.
I knew it. Okay, she called.
No, what did she call you? I don't remember.
She called me a prude
Okay.
Oh, for what?
for when she was saying
For one of the
about-
sexual questions.
Yes.
For not putting a carrot in your pussy or
Yes,
something like that?
yes. And
I
I was
don't
like, I was
remember.
the one who wanted to come here.
Yeah, that's true. Also, what ethnicity of this lady would you say?
She was black.
She was black?
Yeah.
I got like, I couldn't tell
Maybe
Hispanic.
Maybe she was a little bit Dominican black or something,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
but
Like we
mean-
said, about 50, slicked back bun. And like
Mamacita
regular
probably had
size.
a couple baby daddies and a couple bills to pay. And
But she seemed so into her shit. She was like, I love working here. I love making. She seemed
of course
really
she
into it.
did. She's a failed dominatrix. There's nothing else.
Yeah. I don't know. I really enjoyed. I didn't enjoy that she held us hostage, but I
No.
liked her. I wanted to be nice to her. You know, she seemed sweet, even
She
though
wanted
she
to eat
seemed
your
like too
pussy.
much. No, she was straight as fuck.
Wanted you.
No, she seemed off put by the fact that I had an ex-girlfriend.
That was a switch up.
Yeah, so I think she's very straight, but she seemed well-meaning. That's the word I'm looking for, well-meaning.
You're kind.
We'll see. We'll have to go back.
I'm not.
And then yeah, the
I
rest
go
of the
on
night
all
was
these
cute.
sex adventures. I went to Kinky's with you. I went to the strip club with you in Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was terrible.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say it.
Awful.
I'm
was
glad
awful.
that I
It was
didn't
so
go
bad.
because the first year or the second year I really wanted to go, and then everyone was like, "No, the ladies there are scary, and they're a little mean."
It was really
Yeah.
fun the first year, and this
Yeah.
year they were really mean.
Yeah, first year I was with a hot chick and
Mm-hmm.
DeRosa, and then this year they were.
Yeah, they didn't like us. They tried to scam me. And
They
then I finally did
did.
get a dance. What?
They were very scammy, and they were like swarming around.
Well, no, because the deal was that I got bottle service for being whatever a host of the party. I chose well tequila, and I gave the girl, I think, like $40.
Yeah,
You
And-
tipped everyone so well.
What?
You tipped everyone so well. Just
And
wanna
the
say.
security came to me and was like, "That's an $800 bottle of tequila. You need to give her more money for
no
the tip."
way.
That's crazy.
And that's after I had already tipped her out, tipped everyone out, given everybody money to.
yeah.
Like I gave out like
Yeah.
$300 for people to throw around.
Yeah.
I was on mushrooms. Zach gave me money, and he was like, "You like that girl?" And I was like, her ab strength is wild. Her core is crazy."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Go tip her." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, I was giving everybody money, and I finally got a dance from this Asian girl, and I swear to God, the entire dance, she told me about her miscarriage, how she was a cocaine addict and a meth addict, and that she got pregnant,
Holy
and
shit.
that she miscarried because of the drugs.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the dance was over.
I think I left with Jorge right before that.
Yeah, you left before that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't recall that.
Yeah. I
That's,
that feels like in
that's
is
a
it
beautiful story. What a wonderful woman.
is it in The Big Short where he gets the stripper to like interview her and he's like, "You don't have to strip. I just need to interview you."
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
like, "Well, I still got to keep stripping." And then she's like telling him about her finances while she's
yes.
stripping.
Yes, The Big Short.
Yeah.
That was it. That's crazy.
But yeah, the year before it was really fun. I just, I think it was because we showed up too late, and it was like there was a darkness to it.
There was a
fun,
darkness.
There was a funness to it the year before.
Yeah.
By the time we got there, it was dark.
It was late.
Yeah.
It was very late. It was
That's
sad.
how I feel about Vegas
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
general. There's
That
a
place-
darkness to
That
it.
place defined it.
Yeah.
Like
I
Vegas
will
in
say
general.
darkest, and I'm not making a racist joke, was Pandemic Atlantic City.
Yeah.
An
God.
Atlantic City that didn't serve alcohol.
Yeah.
The deep down scariest. I mean, just you want to talk about just frowns and Asian smoking.
Were you there for fun or for
We were doing a show,
a show? Yeah.
and then
darn.
everything closed at 10, so there was no liquor and no food after 10 anywhere.
Wild.
So at 9:50, while Lewis was on stage, me and Fega ordered the entire menu, and they brought it on 2 catering trays, and we brought it up.
Yo.
Lewis had a suite. And we filled
Incredible.
Lewis's suite with every single food they had.
That's so
And then we
funny.
got like 2 cases of Heineken on ice.
Nice.
And
Perfect.
the next morning, Lewis took a picture of the suite. It looked like the fucking Eagles stayed there. And then an eagle-eyed fan zoomed in on the picture and found the rolled up 20s.
Love it. Well, yeah, obviously,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Incredible.
That was one of the 2 times there's been more than one occasion in my life where I've woken up a friend because they fell asleep eating on their back.
Oh,
One time was
like,
my
don't
friend.
choke?
One time was my friend Justin, who I watched fall asleep laying down on his back eating a 7-Eleven hoagie, like he was playing the trumpet. And I had to wake him up because I was like, dude, you're just gonna choke.
Yeah.
And the
Straight
other
down in.
was Chris Fega fell asleep eating a steak with a fork and knife and the plate on his chest.
Bye.
And we both had no shirts on, and we were hammered, and we were on drugs. And Chris fell asleep mid-bite with steak in his mouth. And I had to wake him up and sit him up. I'm like, hey, buddy, you fell asleep eating steak.
I've said this story on the show because Chris was on while we were at Skankfest. Was pulled away to a steakhouse with him and Josh Adam Myers and this woman that I don't really remember, but she was nice enough. And I was like very hammered, and Chris was, you know, obviously more composed than me, but probably, you know, as percentage drunk. And I was like out of my depth as far as the price of the items on the menu. And they were like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, well, then I'm just going to eat like appetizers with you guys. And Chris is like, this is a steakhouse. You're not getting a steak? And I'm like, nah, it's fine. And then his steak got there. He's like, have some steak. And he like cut me off a piece of steak. And it was, I still think about it. It's incredible.
Didn't you guys go to Hell's Kitchen?
No.
Oh.
It was like some casino steakhouse.
Oh, cute.
But there are a few food items where I'm like, how could it really be worth that much money? And I'm like, that steak was pretty
Steak is one of them.
fantastic.
I've never had a steak.
In your whole life?
My whole life.
What?
Yeah, I've never had a steak or a
Do you
burger.
eat beef?
No.
Oh, well then that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Won't do it.
so weird.
I know.
Yeah, fair enough. That's like, I mean,
Is it a personal thing or just...
It is. I don't know. There's something about it. I just
You've never had a burger in your life?
No, I've never had one.
crazy.
I've never even had the Beyond Burger that bleeds. That freaks me out.
That's fair.
I don't know. Maybe it's a past life thing or something.
Mm.
I just wouldn't do it when I was a kid because I was like, ew, cow.
So you
know.
eat meat just like chicken?
Yeah, well, I eat like salmon. Or I'll eat
Okay.
like fish, like branzino, whatever. And then once in a while I'll have chicken. But like, it was only after I was like with
No
autoimmune
shit.
diseases. Yeah. And like my thyroid shit and like my endometriosis, all that stupid shit. And it's like, they were like, well, fish is really good. You know, every Reddit
Sure,
thread.
sure,
and I was
sure.
like, all right, I'm on here. And at that point I was like, all right, well, if I'm eating salmon, I'm having a fried chicken sandwich
Yeah.
for the first time in like 15 years. And it was awesome.
Yeah, I
was
believe
awesome.
it. I still think about the place that you took me to, also. The
Where'd I
fried
take
chicken
you?
place. Blue Ribbon Chicken.
Oh, that place is so good.
Takeout. Blue Ribbon
Yeah.
Chicken fast.
Have you been to Blue Ribbon? Of course.
Yes, I have.
The fast one
So
is
good.
where we went.
One time, a vegan girl asked me if she would have if she could have sex with me while I ate a KFC Double Down because she missed fried chicken. So she would smell my mouth and make out with me in between bites, and we had sex, and I ate a KFC Double Down sandwich.
That's so that's so powerful to not be like, I'm just gonna eat it at that point of her.
Where do you find perfect women?
She
Because I'm like, I never find cool dudes.
Yeah.
Ever.
she was a special case.
Sounds
Yeah.
it.
She was a unicorn of a woman, and funny enough, has transitioned since.
Oh, I've
Really?
heard stories about this person.
Yeah,
So have they transitioned,
the fact
but
that
have they
the
eaten
first time we
chicken?
hooked up, we skipped
question.
door number 1
Okay.
Oh.
should have been a telltale sign
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
this is a gay man in a woman's body.
Yeah.
But God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So funny. Speaking of, my ex drives now. I feel like
Oh,
you
good.
would appreciate that.
I do.
It's like, why are trans women always asking for money
Yeah.
for Ubers on their Instagram story?
Trans women always need a ride somewhere.
Yeah, not anymore. She can drive now.
Good for her.
Good.
Yeah, literally.
Good. Drive
just-
away.
Yeah, literally. I always thought that was so funny because I'm like, yo, why don't they have driver's licenses?
Trans women always need a ride,
Yeah,
and it's always very important.
yeah. This is
It's always like a story. Like if I can't, if no one drives me, I can't get my medicine,
No.
and my dick will explode or whatever. Fucking, my tits are gonna run away.
Oh, I feel like that's like X or like Twitter. Just a Twitter rant in real life.
Sure,
If
sure.
it's like-
I'm always thinking of Instagram with a link to a GoFundMe or literally just Venmo. Or,
Yeah,
or Cash
Cash App.
Who am I kidding? It's Cash App.
And
It's
then the
always
one
Cash App. If you're broke, it's Cash
for a
App.
lot of male to female, in my experience, a lot of them go, I don't want to have to turn to sex work.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, you have a very low opinion of what women are capable of. The one thing I always notice about trans women is I feel like they have a very low opinion of actual women. And and it comes out in how they behave and what options they think they have once they're a woman, and they transition. They're like, oh, I guess I got a fucking webcam now. I was like, I don't know. You could probably
a doctor.
still fucking stock shelves.
Yeah.
That's
Just with your
actually-
dick between your fucking butt cheeks.
That's pretty true.
It's definitely like I don't want to have to interview at Walmart looking like this because I'm not all the way where I want to be yet.
Yes.
Oh wow.
But a lot of them, I feel like, I feel like it is like this weird mirror that they're showing society of what they think women do
Yeah.
and are capable of.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, how come every drag queen is a fucking cunt?
Yeah.
that's true.
Because it's a group of men who look at women and go, these are nasty bitches.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe that's not true, but I was like the women who hang out in gay men's spaces are like that.
Are loud and abrasive.
Yeah.
And,
Why are you talking about me like that?
I mean,
right
I'm
here.
also like that. So I feel like that there's been a new push for like nice drag queens.
yes.
Lately because of that. You know?
Unless you watch The Traders and they have a drag queen on, then forget it.
This is true, but that's traders specific. That's their whole
reality
shtick, right?
TV, whatever.
I feel like, I mean, especially with the like trans women reading to kids and stuff, they're like, no, we're nice. We're nice.
Yeah.
We're nice. I swear to
Yeah.
God, we're nice. We can be nice to you.
By the way, Traders is my shit.
I know Traders is your shit. That's why I brought it up.
Who's a traitor and who is a faithful? Ferguson? I love, dude, when they showed, it really made me laugh because they don't do cutaways and shit on that show.
Right.
When they did the challenge where they had to hold hands and they put the bugs and shit on them. Did you see the? So
one
they
of the
did a
latest
challenge
episodes?
where it was
Fear factor shit.
it was they were all split into couples and it was like a wedding chapel.
Cool.
And you had to hold hands for 10 minutes, but they put a glass case. Your hands were in a glass case, and they kept filling it with different shit. Dude, so Allie Cumming has like an assistant named Ferguson, who's just this big guy with a big
Yes.
red beard. And at one point, and they don't do comedy on the show at all.
Right.
Everyone's like grossed out, and then they just show Ferguson eating popcorn. And it made me laugh so fucking hard.
How
That's wild.
I don't even want to ask, but I'm like, how many people made it and how many people
They did pretty
didn't?
good. I mean, they're all reality.
They're used to that shit.
Well,
This
it's like,
season-
it's only
Survivor?
gamers left.
Yeah, it's
only
mostly gamers.
That's why I won't watch it anymore. They took my girls off.
Yeah, they took
got
all.
rid
They
of my housewives.
they ran through those
They
housewives
did.
quick.
How you gonna get rid of Dorinda day one? How dare you?
My wife is so mad they
Clip.
got rid of Dorinda.
Ridiculous.
How
You fools.
So what range of reality shows do they have? I imagine Survivor.
It's
does
really like
well.
Survivor Challengers.
Yeah, Big Brother.
Big Brother, yeah.
The challenge.
The challenge.
Yeah.
Shit
right.
like that.
Challengers
Do
on the
you
brain.
know-
You said challengers.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
But I mixed it up. But did you know Chanel Ayan, who was on it? So she's Real Housewives of Dubai, and she was on it, and she did not know that like Survivor was a show from Dubai and originally like from somewhere else, and then she thought it was people who were suffering from ailments and they had to survive. Just like her and her tough times. And she was like, I thought they were cancer survivors or this and that. I didn't know there was a show called Survivors.
That's cute.
It's adorable. It's so cute. And then you told me they're getting rid of my girl Robin Dixon. They silenced all the lambs.
Yep.
We gotta silence this lamb. I was like, she would. She would.
That's I was telling Sabrina, one of my favorite things is on the Housewives. They're just left of what a human should say. It's like it's so close, but it's like watching. It's like an alien who studied really hard how to be a person
It's like
because
you
there's
fed,
nothing in there.
It's like you
I'm
fed
gonna blow a
AI
casket.
TV.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Wait, what was that one?
I'm gonna blow a casket.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
and the one they just come out with shit where I'm like, that was so close to what you wanted to
Yeah.
say. And my favorite was the lady goes, "We need to silence this lamb." Like that's not a thing.
I'm gonna start saying that. That's incredible.
It's so good.
It's like
Did you see Jasmine's pregnant
Jasmine?
from 90 Day Fiance?
No, I haven't watched that in a while.
Oh, Gino and Jasmine. That's the fucking.
Oh my God.
Gino, you're making me look crazy on TV.
I have to see that one. I have to update it. But when Larissa was on Traders, I was like, I haven't seen her since she was the queen, and you will die.
Yeah, Jasmine was on House of Villains this season.
Oh, okay.
what's the difference between Traders and House of Villains?
Traders is Mafia.
Okay.
House of Villains is more like celeb reality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Fear Factor?
House of Villains would have worked on VH1.
yes.
Traitors is
Okay.
NBC.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
okay,
that's
okay.
perfect.
That
That's
makes sense.
perfect. Especially when you have Safari as the winner.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Nicki Minaj's ex.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, not good.
Got it.
Who, if you asked me and I told you his name was Safari, you would think I was being racist.
And how it's spelled too. Come
How,
on.
Yeah.
Oh, how is it spelled?
Safaree.
Okay, that's not as insane as I thought it was gonna
It's
be.
hood.
It is.
I thought
There's no
hood would be
apostrophes.
S apostrophe.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Fari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, because Zach, you love reality shows like I do. So I'm like, when we were talking about the Traitors, this was like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I want something to like get my mind off. And you told me about Little Women Atlanta.
Yes.
Now,
Have you watched it? Because
I
I was
sent
there
you
when
the
no,
clip.
because I was there when Zach said it. I want to know if you've seen it. I haven't, but you sent me the
makes-
clip.
I was gonna say if you haven't watched the clip, means you don't watch my videos. I send you
No,
my
I
text
have.
messages at
I
4 in the
remember it.
morning. I can't get through episode 4.
Okay. What is?
I'll tell you, every time I start it, I just crack up so hard for a good 15 minutes, and then I'm like, oh, and they're so ghetto, I gotta go.
Yeah.
So what people need to know about Little Women? It's a imagine the Housewives, but they're little people.
Miss Juicy. Don't even compare Miss Juicy to Nene.
Miss Juicy, baby.
Miss Juicy, baby.
So here's the thing. It's like they got in a room and went, what would be fucking hilarious to watch midgets try and do? So every episode they have a task that it's not like the producers told us we have to do this, but it's just part of their day. So it's like, today we have to paint the ceiling. And it's literally a thing. It's like, there's no way
It's crazy.
that your little ass paints the ceiling, has to get a paint the ceiling. Horseback riding. Just
right.
shit that's gonna
That
be
seems
funny.
dangerous.
And they're dancing. They're dancing against each other. Who can shake their
course.
ass the best?
They're
you know?
4 of them
That
are
one makes
professional
sense.
twerkers.
Oh, of course.
That one
of
makes
course.
sense.
Pregnancies.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my.
And that's
Right.
where my the sleepy black boyfriend trope came from.
Okay.
That every reality show that gets hood, one boyfriend, who I refer to as the sleepy black boyfriend,
Okay.
only films in his socks,
Right.
on the couch or in bed with an Xbox controller in his hand.
Yeah. Pictured the couch.
And that's from. There's a Little Women where the one girl's like, whatever. Dramatic one. I have been trying to have a baby for the last 3 years, and today I'm going to come home and tell him I am pregnant.
Yeah, I just watched that one.
And then she comes home. He's in, and she's like, "So I have some big news for you." And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
She's like, "I went
Is
to the
he-
doctor, and I am pregnant." And he goes, "This is first thing out of his mouth." He goes, "Yeah, what you want me to buy?"
And he is a full size dude.
Yes, and he's a full size dude. And
Yeah, just fucking messing up this midget's guts.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. I
and
believe
even,
it.
Even was like shocked if it could be a little person.
Right.
Like he was.
Oh yeah,
stunned.
they gotta go over the odds.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, you got a good shot.
Pretty good.
Because that was it Little People Big World?
They had one regular.
With the one regular kid.
littles,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that.
It's crazy.
That was the original. That was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that walked so that this show could
Could
run.
waddle.
It was the learning
Could
channel.
waddle, exactly. Yeah, TLC.
And they do. They waddle.
Yeah.
Their little butts. They just go. Bup, 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 bup.
Yep.
But they have big asses.
Big
Yeah,
asses,
yeah.
thick. They're thick as shit.
Yeah.
And like it's mad funny because in one of the first episodes, they're saying they're like,
And people will take out their phone and they look and they laugh, but it's not funny.
and then they're waddling, and I was like, it's fucking hilarious. That's how you're on my TV right now, bitch.
Yeah.
But they're also like they get appearance fees to go to clubs
Yeah.
and be midgets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and crossover of the world. I'm watching a rerun of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 8 yesterday, and it was the season finale. And she was like, Phaedra was like, I'm gonna throw a party, blah blah. Blah. She comes in with 2 little elves for the Christmas party, and it's Miss Juicy and one of the
Yes.
others. Yeah, and then Nene comes in. She was like, Juicy, what are you doing here? you doing this gig? Why are you dressed like an elf?
That's like, are you familiar with the sound bite that was like on the internet a long time ago? That was Tom Kenny talking about how he came up with the voice for SpongeBob. And are you familiar?
Yeah.
So he was talking about how as like a voice actor or like a commercial actor, like before he made it big as a voice actor, he would go to all these, casting calls or whatever, and that it was always the like Christmas ones where it would be like 100 little people hanging out waiting for their one in to be the elf on this commercial or whatever. And he hears this guy talking, and he's like, and I can't do an impression of SpongeBob, but he does it. And he goes, if it wasn't for this Christmas shit, I wouldn't fucking work. Every year, it's always got to be the fucking Christmas shit all the time. Can I get a regular fucking job sometime?
Dude, Tom Kenny rules.
Tom Kenny rules.
Have you ever seen his band, Tom Kenny and the High Seas?
No, but that's an incredible name.
It's like a
for
big
band.
It's like a big band. Like
Yeah.
they
Swing
do like
music?
they do the song from Death Proof that I love, the Down in Mexico.
Yeah.
They do like that kind of
yeah.
shit. He started with Bobcat.
No, I don't think I knew that.
They were a duo. They were called Bobcat and Tomcat.
No shit.
They grew up together.
No shit. That's so funny. I love that guy. He's incredible.
I don't know him.
SpongeBob.
Like, I know him, but I'm like, that's cool, but I don't know anything about him.
Tom
He
Kenny,
just
he was
does,
on
like-
Mr. Show.
I've never seen that.
Mr. Show's the best sketch comedy show ever.
Really?
It's
Okay, I'll check it out.
Mr. Show with Bob and David. It was on HBO. It's Bob Odenkirk and David Cross.
Oh, okay.
But when you look at the lineup of each season, it's literally like a fantasy draft of who would become huge. Like
yeah.
That's awesome.
Sarah Silverman, Jack Black, Paul F. Tompkins, Jerry Mont, everybody that works in sketch, Brian Posehn, and they were all writers on it too.
Oh.
It was an offshoot of the Ben Stiller show.
Oh, okay.
But it's really, really funny.
Cool. I'm going to check that out.
Bob Odenkirk, who's on Broadway right now, and I attempted to try to see it, and the tickets are like $800.
I looked
him
him up
and
too.
Bill Burr and
Kieran Culkin.
Kieran Culkin, yeah.
Yeah.
Who I saw on Broadway on something that was awful, like 15 years ago or something like that.
Do we blame him
No. No. Not.
okay.
Oh, wait, for what?
for being bad?
No, it was him and it was Michael Cera in some sort of like boring, poorly written slice of life play about youths in New York or whatever, and it was really cool to see the two of them. But the story itself was not memorable. But so it'd be cool to see him again as like a conscious adult and not like a tween or whenever I saw
Yeah.
it.
And now that he's like a star.
Yeah, for sure. It was like $800 to see Glengarry Glen Ross, which is what they're in right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was like a Wednesday night or like a Wednesday at like 7 p.m. is like $175 for the shitty seats or something.
Yeah, I was looking at them because I haven't done I fucking, the Louis C.K. bit where he's like, if you're gonna go get bread for your wife, take an extra 10 minutes because now that's how long you have to do that forever.
Yeah, that's funny.
I fucked up because the last time I took my wife to a play, I picked a really good thing. I got really good seats. So now I have to I took her to see Little Shop with Jonathan Groff
Incredible.
from Hamilton as Seymour.
Yeah.
And it was fucking so good.
Yeah.
And we had great seats. And now I feel like I can't. Like I want to take her to, and I can't sit in the back and see something shitty.
For sure. What? And I've been wrestling with this because I want to see Chicago so badly because Erica Jane is here right now and she's in it. But the tickets are crazy.
Yeah.
What's your caps for like Broadway tickets
I think
versus concert tickets too? Guess I'm just curious.
I feel like $150 if it's something $200 if I'm really excited. I would pay
Yeah.
$200 for myself if I was really excited about it.
Yeah.
I could
But that's
allot
pushing it.
between $150, $200 if I really like the show, and then an additional $150, $200 if there's somebody in it I
Yeah.
really want to see.
That's fair. Okay.
And I am notably miserly. I do not like to
Yeah.
spend money. One thing I will spend money on is live entertainment.
Experiences.
Experiences. Yeah.
The live entertainment specifically, yeah.
So I just spent a lot of money on Weird Al at the Garden,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
but I see Weird
That's
Al
your
every
boy,
year.
yeah.
And it's at the fucking
That's
Garden.
at the Garden,
Yeah.
though.
That's
That's gonna be crazy.
Usually I buy pretty good seats when I can. I took my chick to see Puddle's Pity Party. I don't know if you know them.
I don't know, but that's a
Only
fun
through
name.
you. I
Yeah,
remember
the clown
you
with the
talking about
golden
it.
voice. That was City Winery. That was really nice. But
Cool.
fucking waiter fucked us.
They're
Why?
very expensive.
So City Winery is very nice.
Yeah, I was there for no need for apologies. That's the only time I've ever been there.
But so we sit down, and I love my wife very much, but we can have a conversation. Oh, did you want to get food? No, I'm good. And then the menu comes out. Well, I'm just going to look. And I go, fuck, I know
Yeah,
I'm in
now
for
we're
it
buying.
now. And this cocksucker waiter, because first of all, it's a winery, so they push that you
wine.
got to get wine, basically. Then they give you a tasting menu with what foods go with which wine. And this motherfucker goes, well, these are small bite plates. So I would recommend 2 or 3 plates
Right.
per person.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's
yeah.
crazy.
They were full-size food.
Yeah.
So not only did I pay for the fucking tickets and the wine,
You also pay for way too much food that you
the
didn't
guy
want.
put me in for like a fucking $175 worth of food.
That's what I was gonna guess. I was gonna do the guessing game.
Like $175 worth of food. Then, because it was a 4-top and it was just 2 of us, and then like another, it was like a brother and sister, like these old weird people.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Hated that.
That's some weird
He
Osmond
put their
shit.
food on my bill.
No shit.
And then they started to take out money like we were going to split up
Split
the
it.
bill
No, I don't like that.
as a 4-top. I'm
That's
like, I don't
fucking
fucking
weird.
know you.
I don't know
no,
these people, yeah.
No, that's strange.
That's super weird.
No, and I don't
It's like
that.
the one time I was on a train overnight. They just sit you with whoever. Like, you can't do that at at a real restaurant.
What are you at a Benihana?
Right? Yeah, that's crazy.
But yes, I do think it's fine to spend money on a live, especially like if it's a band I know.
Yeah.
Like I paid money to see Devo
Okay.
because I don't know how many. Like Devo's 70.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
how much longer?
I mean, by the way, killed it on the SNL 50 concert.
Very cool.
Sweet.
I haven't seen any of it,
Haven't
but
seen it
that's,
either.
that makes
Devo,
sense.
Backstreet Boys introduced Devo.
That's cool.
Wow.
That's cool as
That's
fuck.
crazy.
But yeah, I'm fine. I think it's, and then like plays are like, I don't know, it's a big night out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
agree
special.
completely. It's special.
It's
I
the
saw-
steakhouse of live entertainment.
Yeah, I
Most
agree.
definitely.
There's more to it than just what's on the table. There's the experience. There's the
Completely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know about O'Mary? Did I tell you about O'Mary?
I don't think so.
It's a play that has been getting nothing but like. Usually plays on New York Broadway are not internet famous the way that O'Mary seems to have been, but I'm like, everyone has heard of it. It was this guy Colascola, who was Mary as in Mary Lincoln, Mary
Okay.
Todd Lincoln. And it's a comedy, and it's just like a punchy four actors.
I've heard about this.
It was incredible, and my dad used to work with Colascola. Used to do his one-person show at the Duplex, like ages ago. And my stepmom, who was his waitress in that section at that time, I was like, can we like go say hi? And they were both like, nah, you probably wouldn't remember us like that.
Damn.
And also there's a crazy line. But it was pretty incredible. It was very, very funny. And I don't know, I feel like live comedy that's not even, I mean, it feels weird saying it here in this room, but like, I feel like sometimes comedy doesn't hit the way that, I don't know.
Well, it's not a spectacle.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
right,
not an event
right.
as much. It's different.
I didn't expect it to be as funny as it was. That's the point that I'm getting at, is that it was very funny. And it was really good. And now Cole is out and somebody else is there.
Oh, that's cool. I was gonna say, I just realized why I know it. There's a million posters for it on the Upper
Yeah.
West Side.
Where it's just like the profile of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty fun.
I feel like they would remember you. That's kind of like iconic, Duplex. Like, how could you not?
Yeah, but would maybe know Allison, would not know my dad personally like that. You know,
Fair. Yeah.
without being like, hi, you remember you used to do your show at my bar, you know?
Oh, yeah, of course. I thought
Yeah.
that was the intro.
Right, of course. But yeah, wouldn't remember off the top, you know?
Yeah. I would go up. I
Yeah.
would try to get anything out of it.
Yeah. We could probably wrap
Switch,
if you
yeah.
want. Switch.
For sure.
Plugs?
Plugs up your ass.
My
Plug-
ass?
Plugs on the taint.
Yeah.
Can you put a plug on your taint? Are there any sex toys for the taint?
I've had a Hitachi on my team.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Oh.
You can't put anything up it because it's just flat.
Right,
Yeah, that Hitachi
right.
though, that's a fucking slippery slope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because girls get it and then they're into it and then like, dude, that thing beats the pussy
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. I've never seen one in real life.
I've
It
never
looked
seen
like
one in
somebody
real life
beat
either
up Homer
besides-
Simpson. Dude, I saw a girl wreck her pussy with one of those.
What do you mean? Like in one session or like just?
She
like,
was
over
doing
time,
cam
or-
shows
Oh.
for a day. I dated a cam model for a long time.
You're right. It is a slippery slope. 'Cause
and
then it's
a
like you can't get
big
off without
fucking
it.
Thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's big.
Yeah, it seems that.
It's like a small baseball bat.
no, like that.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
head of it is huge.
Yeah.
Is that big?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll
Whoa.
do the job.
Whoa.
All right, plugs.
Plugs.
Yeah.
Just follow me on Instagram at Zach is not funny. I have all my dates up there. I'm going to be in Canada. I'm going to be in the Southwest with JCW Wrestling. I'm going to be all over. I'm going to be in Colorado with Trauma Film. So just follow me Instagram. Zach is not funny for all my shit.
Cool. Natalie DeCicco edits on Instagram, DECICCO_edits. You can't watch Gas Now anymore because it's over. The last episode aired yesterday, so hopefully it'll be on YouTube because the rest of them have been behind the paywall, but the last one will be on YouTube, so you're not missing out. That's it.
Cute. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me everywhere. Funny Girl with Tits. Subscribe to the Patreon. Patreon.com/funnygirlwithtits. Pick a tier. It just starts at $1. Don't be, unless you want to be a cuck, then 20.
20. We have a cuck tier that's
We have a
$20
cuck tier.
and you get nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, only one
join-
person is on it, as far as we know, or
Yes.
two.
Yes.
Shout out to that guy.
No, we don't shout out the
You're
cuck.
right. That would be against the rules of the tier.
Yeah. For all shows and stuff like that, follow my Instagram. I post it there. Okay, bye. Love you.
Bye.